Hey everyone, we're back for more. It's 7:55 a.m. on a Wednesday, and I'm out. I just shot my first order. I got an order at 6 a.m. that came in. It pays me to drive all the way down from my house to Ventura, which is like 20 minutes, and I'm driving this up into Carpinteria, which is about a 25-minute drive from here. And it's a good way to start the day. $8 tip, $24 order, so not bad. It's nice to get paid to drive to work. So anyway, good morning. As you can tell, I'm feeling a little bit better than I have in the past. Not so down. I guess when you use a little lube, it goes in a little easier. I just mean I'm getting used to the situation I'm in. But yeah, today was Pokemon Day. New Pokemon cards are coming out, so there's a line in front of Target. And I find it really fascinating to get out back in public after working independently for the last 25, 30 years. I've been at home for years behind a computer doing like design and branding stuff, and you really get out of touch with reality when you're kind of not engaged with it a lot. So it's been really fascinating to me. It's like I literally lived under a rock for years or something, and then I'm back out in public, and just interesting to see how everyone's gotten older. I guess in my age group at least. And all the Gen Xers are getting old. We're like the new boomers. And then like the millennials, watching them like coming into their 40s and all that, getting a kick out of that. What does it matter? But yeah, just update on me trying to find my way. I never thought I would be in this situation at 50 years old. I mean, again, I'm delivering groceries. Woohoo! I never imagined that it would lead to this, but I mean, who knows? I mean, I've got plenty of plans for businesses and products and all that stuff. And like I said, I think I definitely want to work on the trail card decks, making another deck, making a full trail card deck. Again, I gotta wait till we move. It's gonna be, right now it's July, so I don't think we're moving till the very, very earliest, like October 1st, unless my narcissistic dad pulls some crappy weird shit, which I wouldn't be shocked, but so anyway, yeah, it's hard, I'll be 51 in a few months, and my energy levels are definitely lower than they used to be, so, I go out and work like this, and by the time I get home, I'm exhausted, so it's hard to get inspired, It's a lot easier when you're working from home. You can take out, little amounts of time to focus on other creative projects, So I think that the first step is really just getting out of the old family house. And like I said, we might move into a smaller space, and I'm sad about that, maybe not having space for the creative projects I want to do, or the business, or even have the trailer there, which is my kind of I don't know, I think the trailer's I got it 2 years ago on my birthday. And I think it's it's the only thing I've ever had to call my own. And, it's a little 20-foot Airstream, and I love the little thing. I spent so much work cleaning it up, and I just want it with me wherever I live, so I could go in there and just hang out. And I write there every week. Every Monday I go in there and I write my newsletter for untangle.com. And I don't know, it just turned into this zen little space. I got the first new window in, and I was looking at it this morning because I'd washed the front of it before I left to go deliver it this morning. And it just looks so cute. I'm so happy with it. It just feels so good to know that if all hell broke loose, I could drive off and, well, I can't tow it anymore. I don't have a truck, but the goal right now is saving up money for a shitty little truck so we can tow that thing. So I don't know. I don't know. I need dental work. I need all sorts of shit that costs a lot of money, and I just don't have it. So I don't know. I mean, either this is my path, and you do your best, and you don't have what you need totally, you know, or there's going to be some twist of fate or something like that, you know. I've always had this weird thing where my friend Andy called me. My friend Andy he's worked full time in marketing design for years. He worked on some stuff for Sony and Nike years ago, in 2012, that time period. And so he does like all tons of marketing for Microsoft, all sorts of crap. Anyway, so he's a 9-to-5er, you know, professional. And but he's always respected me, treated me with respect, you know, wanted to hire me for creative projects and stuff like that. And but yeah, he called me a hobo professional, which I thought was really funny. I spent years not doing the normal 9-to-5 thing. I just couldn't do it, man. It just makes me crazy. I don't work well with other people. I mean, I do, but it's like, if I'm not jiving with the value system of something, I rebel so quick. It's terrible. So I've tried it a few times, but I just don't have energy for bullshit, you know what I mean? And I want to make cool shit. A lot of people want to talk about stuff, you know. But anyway, so he'd call me a hobo professional because what would happen is I wouldn't have any work for a long time or something like that, and then all of a sudden I get something kind of almost miraculous, you know, out of nowhere. I did a big job for, like I said, Sony PlayStation years ago. We built experiential marketing things all over the country, designed the whole thing. We did that, and we had a whole other experience also that we designed. Multiple locations, music festivals, you know, all over the country. And that was cool. These are really cool experiences. And then in 2014, you know, completely randomly, you know, I make music. I've made music my whole life. My dad was a music producer, but I never did it professionally, you know. And then just out of nowhere, I had I mean, if you're a boomer, you probably know who he is, but if you're younger, probably not. But Daniel Ash from Bauhaus, 11 Rockets, hit me up to help co-produce and make music for one of his albums. You know, and yeah, that's nothing that amazing, but it's kind of cool, you know. So we did that, and I did all the branding too, did the album packaging, all that stuff. And so that's been kind of my life, is, you know, I kind of get these weird miraculous things out of nowhere, you know. So I guess long story short, or long story, summing up the long story is, you know, I guess in my mind I'm kind of like, oh, well, maybe something like that will happen again. You know, maybe I'll get some kind of miraculous connection or opportunity to share my skills with the world again or something like that, you know. It's just weird because I just don't jive with the way the world functions, you know. So it's like I need to really find people that like get where I'm coming from, and I guess I just haven't found a ton of that, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people want their ego stroked, you know, they just want to look and appear cool or whatever. So, but I don't know, I just figure the more authentic I get with myself, the more I'll attract things that are more authentic, is my guess, you know. So anyway, in the meantime, I am doing this to pay bills. And but yeah, I think what I was thinking about earlier was, you know, my girlfriend is just super awesome. She's so... I remember when we first met, we hung out. We'd known each other for 3 years before we ever started dating, and there was kind of this mutual appreciation society between the two of us, you know. But I just remember thinking, like, wow, this girl's like really evolved, you know, like, you know, not like a... I mean, you wouldn't think of her as like a spiritual person, just meeting her or anything like that, but I was watching her behavior and her value systems and stuff like that, and it's like, she just really like views people from like their character and their value systems, and not like your job status or your appearance or anything like that. And I mean, fortunately for me, right? But anyway, it's just been a really cool lesson for me of like, I think years ago when I was married, it was a very materialistic thing. And even though it's easy to say, oh, you're not defined by your job or your status or anything like that, you know, it's like, I think I still have huge hang-ups about that, you know, because I maybe growing up poor was a part of it, and then also having a father who kind of made that a priority, you know, kind of like using your willpower to like force an image or a status or something like that, you know. So there's a lot of relearning and trauma around that, I guess, for me. And so, you know, I mean, what I'm doing now, I don't have to see it as like my identity. It's just something I'm doing to pay the bills. I can continue to develop who I am and what I'm doing outside of it. And I guess if I get judged for that, then fuck those people, right? So anyway, whatever. I guess I'm just kind of appreciating the opportunity that I've had to be able to see things differently, to be loved for who I am, to be accepted for who I am, and then to accept myself for who I am, you know, ultimately, I guess, at the end. So that feels good. So anyway, I'm driving up the coast of Central California. It's gorgeous, man. It's a beautiful day. I mean, shit, I could imagine a zillion worse ways to be spending my time making money, right? So next steps on the journey forward. I don't know. I don't know if there's next steps right now other than having a good attitude, you know, toward life, and taking care of myself. Yeah, I'm tired. There's no doubt about it, you know. I mean, I'm not exhausted right now, but, you know, I'm tired. It's like, I think 40 was the first one where you're kind of like, I can feel it. 45's like level 2. It's like, oh, God, I can feel it. 50, coming up on 51. I mean, it's kind of this like permanent, like, but I will say, I could be doing a lot more in regard to exercise and all that stuff. I do walk a shit ton at this job, but I used to ride bikes a lot, stuff like that. So I'm sure something like that would probably help a little bit. And then diet, you know, getting cleared out. I don't know if any of you emotionally eat, but I have, definitely. So I don't know. I mean, it's a time of change, man. That's for sure. I don't feel like I'm the only one going through it. It's funny, I'm at the store, I see the other shoppers, and they're all people my age. I mean, it's all people in their 50s, man. It's like, not everyone, but a lot, you know. And so I think it must be some interesting cultural thing for my age group or something like that. Some kind of weird shift, some kind of realization. But I will say, if you want your groceries delivered and shopped well, hire a Gen Xer, right? They'll get the job done. So anyway, well, I hope everyone's doing good. Just want to give you a little update here. Just hang out a little bit. I am going to drop these groceries off and then hopefully get another job soon after, so I'm not working for free all day or sitting around see you soon.